And welcome back again to Crypto Hulk. As you can tell, my throat's kind of messed up and I got like fever and all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know if I got the next COVID thing or something like that, but it's definitely hard to breathe a little bit. And so Crypto Hulk might not be able to yell and scream like I normally do. Uh, but we're going to get through this one way or the other. My name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. None of the above. If I tell you what to buy, don't buy any of it. And let's see, don't even watch the show. Before the show, I started 2 lines of coke, and they injected a fat sack of heroin. So there you have it. Definitely not somebody to take financial advice from today. First 5 people are Kelvin Vaza. Looking forward to the show. Mr. OG, Crypto She-Hulk was here. Mark Swindell and MK_P. Let me just look through the comments here real quick. Open line. Getting through it, Eric. It's tough. Getting through it, man. I just have to talk quieter, and I can't put emphasis into what I'm saying. I gotta talk soft. So today, if you want a quiet show, today will be that show. I just can't, my voice won't allow me to yell and scream and shit. So you can probably have your friends watch this show. I might not be cussing as much either. All right, one thing I wanted to go over first, all right, before I first started the show. I guess voluntary lockdowns are coming for mosquito virus and the Mpox, meow, Black Swan elections. Everybody, I've been telling you, there's going to be some kind of disaster that's going to happen, either in America, globally. I mean, if you took out the American Stock Exchange, you'd mess the whole world up, and that would cause a nightmare. So whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but I know about 3-4 years ago, I was telling everybody they're going to have some kind of an event, and it's going to cause a national emergency. And this is how they're going to get control over this crypto because it's systemically important. That's what they're going to use. Something that's systemically important to be able to get control. See, because we have rights. It's called the Constitution in America. I don't know where you're from, wherever you're from. So we have rights, but the way you get around those rights is a national emergency. That's what's going to happen, okay? Because they're going to have too much of a fight on their hands, taking away people's rights to self-custody or whatever it is. So they're going to call it national security, systemic, whatever fucking words they use, okay? It doesn't matter. They might even come up with something brand new. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. The next thing I wanted to mention was this belief that the banks are going to disappear or the control of the banks are going to disappear and the Federal Reserve is going, it's not, none of that shit's going to happen. Okay. Somewhere along the way, people talk about this quantum crypto. Look, that shit's fucking retarded. All right. The people that run the world, the R family, they're only worth like $700 billion. Do you get this? They're not going anywhere. I don't care if they're selling off a castle or all their castles. That shit doesn't mean nothing. Ripple. They got like at least what, 1,700 or 2,000 contracts. Guess what? They're not with you and me. Who are they with? I'll let you answer. They're with banks, global central banks, credit unions. They said, who's Ripple making all these non-disclosures with? Banks. Banks aren't going away. Somewhere along the way, this fantasy belief that all the rich people in the world are going to disappear and it's all going to be a fair system on a decentralized ledger. That's total horseshit, okay? There's no evidence to support that at all. In fact, all we see, like on my program, is evidence of Ripple China, Ripple Russia. And that was from like 10 years ago. I mean, just think. China gets hooked up in Russia 10 years ago. Really? Aren't they our enemies? Why are they hooked up? Why is Ripple hooking up enemy countries? Do you not understand this? Not because they're going away or their central banks. No, their central banks are not going away. Somewhere along the way, these weirdo people talk about this quantum financial dumb shit, okay? Yes, we're going to have quantum computing system and all that stuff. Yeah. Where do you get in with all the central banks are to be obsolete? That's so fucking stupid. And all the banks right now, they're getting their platforms set up. That's what I've been going over. The Zelle and the Clear Exchange. Remember all that shit we went over? And there's like 5 or 7 banks mixed up with that. Wells Fargo, Bank of America. They're getting all set up. They're not going away. Stop watching other channels that's telling you about the banking system is their banks are going to go. The banks are not going bankrupt. You believe in the Easter Bunny still, don't you? And Santa Claus and all that shit, and the Tooth Fairy. So, as proof for all this, who are all Ripple's contracts with? Common people like you and me. Stu Lavelle. Stu Lavelle says nobody gives up power, never. So I want you to think. You got these channels out there putting out some kind of quantum. Dude, that shit's so fucking stupid. Yes, there's quantum computers, and where are you getting the fact that all the banks are going to go bankrupt and we're going to be on this field where we can just share crypto and spend it and we don't need banks? That is so fucking stupid. That's like if you started 10 lines of cocaine and wanted to start a crypto program, then I would probably be saying that kind of shit like, yeah, man, no, the Federal Reserve, dude, it's going to disappear and all the child traffickers are going to be caught and the world's going to be a safe place. That is so fucking stupid. This crypto will enslave you. You get it? That's what they're getting set up for. You probably never heard of the term programmable money, have you? That's called a smart contract. These smart contracts will be programmed to where you can't leave 5 or 10 miles of your home. They don't need to change the Constitution. There's some dumbass out there saying, oh, that shit can never happen unless they change the Constitution. They don't need to change the Constitution. They can contract money based on systemically important reasons. There you go. See how easy this fucking shit is? You don't need to change the Constitution. You're gonna have people rioting, and you don't need to do all that. It's too fucking easy. You just program the money for systemically important reasons during an emergency situation. During an emergency, the United States government releases crypto regulations through FSOC, Financial Security Oversight Council. And there you go. It's all done. You don't need to have all these Congress people, 700 congressmen, whoever, voting in the House and the Senate. No, you just get the FSOC, bam, make the laws. We're in an emergency situation. President determines we're under a state of attack or whatever. FSOC goes away for a weekend. They come back 2 days later. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. We got all the crypto regs, just like Crypto Hawk was talking about, in the United States Code. The United States Code. Finally, all this shit ends up in the code. And Crypto Hawk's been talking about that from day one, 4.5 years ago. Damn, Crypto Hawk. Now in the United States Code, all these laws are there, just like I've been telling you. See, these other channels got horse shit for brains. All I do is promote and sell, promote and sell, promote and sell. Copy news from that person, regurgitate it over there. It's all these fucking low IQ knuckle draggers do. Okay. Your banks are not going anywhere. In fact, they're going to be richer than they ever have been. And the Federal Reserve and those rich families around the world, they're not going anywhere. What's going to happen is you got all these people out there with the Q shit and all that dumb shit. Okay. Look, I'm not going to get into it. It's a waste of my time. Okay. Now, let's go to the first article of the show, and that's faux show. But let's first, let me do that. Let me find. Okay, let's look at Ghana. Ghana. And I'm going to show you. Here's an example. This first article we're going to go over. Onyx is some kind of JP Morgan token. And look, everybody's going to have a token. Onyx ain't a big deal. It's a crypto token by JP Morgan. Look, every bank's going to have a token. I might even have a crypto Hulk. Just because you have a token, that don't mean shit. All right. It's how bad do people want that token? And then if you back it up with stuff, make it a real world asset. Like I could tokenize my whatever. I could tokenize a channel or my house or whatever, this and that, and make actual crypto tokens, put them on a blockchain, and people can use them for money. They can keep it for a day later, sell it by the. So it's not a big deal. The Onyx token, everybody's going to have that. Dave Ryan, thank you very much for that donation there, buddy. Tax free. YouTube don't get nothing out of it. Boob tube. Look what we got going on here in Ghana. Ghana is ready to back their money with gold. Ghana is ready to ditch the dollar. I say great, because I've got all the evidence here. We're going to go over this article in a minute, but we're talking about gold. Now, that leads me into this. I have gold and silver for sale on my channel. I don't make any money, no commission, nothing on the gold and silver coins. If you want to buy a necklace that I show, certain coin collections, not standard gold or silver coins, but if it's part of a special type of a collection of them, I will. Hardware wallets, I make a commission on. The gold and silver, which I'm going to show you now, I make zero, nothing at all. Okay, it's strictly for you. I've got 2 articles today on countries that are moving towards gold. One of them is Poland, and they bought a fuck ton of it. They set the record. Okay, I want you to see what's going on. Okay, go to my channel. I'm gonna do that now. Now, not every country can see this. Maybe try a Microsoft Edge browser. Somebody said that works. So go to the home, videos, shorts, live. Okay, those are those tabs right there, right? Click on videos. The first video we see is exposed. Ghana backs money in gold. Click on that. Now, if you look below the video, you'll see it's got 602 views 13 hours ago. There's 33 products being sold. Now, if you go about 5 inches to the right, you'll see all my tags, but then you'll see the word more, M-O-R-E. Click on that, boom, drop down menu comes out, and you see I got a gold ring. That's a Kate Spade ring. I got a 1923 Mexican gold coin there and stuff. So I got a lot of different things. Silver is right there. So the important part to realize, why are we going over this article with Ghana and why are we talking about gold is because I'm showing you what the banks are doing in advance. That's what my job is, to keep you in advance, not when it's too late. Okay, so right now gold is about $2,500 an ounce. It's going to go to 5, 10, 15,000 or more. Okay, it would behoove you to not load up in cryptocurrency. First thing you got to do is figure out how rich do you want to be. And the next one, can you survive a black swan because you got a lot of money or gold put away? So the first one, just for me, as long as I get about 20 to 100 million, I'll be fine. Okay. What I'm not going to do is try to load up so much crypto to try to get $1 billion and all this crazy shit. Because I'm going to read you an article. Maybe it's for tonight's show or whatever, but cryptocurrency wallets on Apple are now being hacked. Different types of wallets. I'm like shocked on Apple. They're working on Ledger. These criminals are working on Ledger to get into your computer. Now, all this stuff's already done on Windows. Now they're trying to do it on Apples. And I have an Apple, so that's why I'm kind of concerned. Look, if you overbuy your crypto, see, I spent 2 months worth of pay buying my crypto. That's it. So if I get hacked and I lose all my crypto, that would suck, but it's not the end of the world. I lost 2 months worth of pay. For every $1 in crypto I have about 8 to 9 in real gold. Not a gold card, not a gold account that somebody can hack and drain. Actual physical gold in my hand. So that's like my emergency parachute, all right? I would highly suggest to you, get gold and silver coins, because when this black swan hits, gold and silver coins are going to skyrocket in price before your crypto. So if you want a way to make, look, what you're not going to do is get some shit cryptos. They're going to moon and you're going to sell those off to buy. Don't do that. That's not going to work. All right. Very few people are going to be able to do that. And it's going to be all the rich people with this high-tech software and their connections. Look, if you want to gamble and shit, go for it. I don't. So what I do personally is I got a button. Now, if I wanted to get into crypto later, which I don't, I'll go buy some silver. I'll go take a loan, not my cash reserve, get a loan for about $2,000, buy silver, either at a gold silver shop near me and stuff, or through Crypto Hulk channel, which is the preferred method now that I sell it. I'll start buying it for myself. Because when that gold and silver goes up 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times, silver's expected to go about 10 at least, maybe 20. Then you sell off that silver and you buy a fat bag XRP. Then you become a billionaire. See how that works? But there you have it. So that's what I would highly suggest to you. Now I'm reading this article here showing you what banks are doing. There's banks here. We got Ghana. The African nation Ghana is looking to back its local currency, the CEDI, the CEDI, with gold. Ghana's Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia, whatever, pledged to back the CEDI with gold to solve the nation's instability issues. The policy is yet to be implemented and could usher the country into a new era of monetary standards. Backing their currency with gold and with the gold standard comes straight out of the BRICS playbook, where the alliance is looking to end reliance on the U.S. dollar. So I'm not going to read the rest of this article right here. It starts getting into a lot of things about, is gold really going to help the people of Ghana? Is fiscal policy more important? These are things that I'm not going to get into. What we're looking at is what our country's doing around the world, and that's buying gold because they're going to get ready to back their money with gold. So one of the things that I would suggest doing is, if you can get a hold of buying Ghana's money, so go to your bank, your local bank, or whatever, and say, hey, can I buy $500 worth of Ghana money? The CEDI, okay? Because what I'm showing you is find countries right now that are Ripple partners, which it's not going to be that difficult because almost every bank, every credit union is going to be a Ripple partner. But what we're seeing here is we're seeing where the Ghanese money is going to be backed by gold. So if you're somebody who's like, okay, you could be somebody like this, watches my show, but you don't believe in crypto, but you believe in money, then I would get some Ghana. I'd spend $500 or 1,000 and buy the SETI. And then once they back that with gold, you're going to make a ton of money off that investment. Okay. Then you're not buying crypto. You can't be hacked. You buy Ghanese money, maybe have them deliver it to your bank, deliver it to you. Now you got it in your hand because your bank can order that money. It might take a week or two to get it, but they could bring it and mail it to you. Now you got money from Ghana, and that $1,000. If their money goes up 30 to 50 to 100 times, guess what? You now got $100,000 for $1,000 investment. And you don't have to touch crypto. So my channel shows you options. Look, I already told you, I got more gold and silver than crypto. Think about that. Am I an XRP maxi? Absolutely. But then again, maybe I'm not, because I got 800 times percent more, or 8 times percent. I got 8 times percent more. That is 800%. Yeah, 800% more gold and silver. So that's just a little investment thing for you. Now, remember how I said these big banks aren't going anywhere? These global powerhouses, they're not going anywhere, okay? These dumb shit people out there are trying to, somehow this quantum dumb shit bullshit theory comes out about how everything's going to be fair and everybody's going to give hugs and there's going to be rainbows and you're going to get a pony and a box of candy with that. And everybody gets free hugs every day if you're feeling down. No, what you do is you get punched and tripped and kicked on in life if you can't compete. That's just how life is. It's survival or you fucking die. Okay? I mean, that's just how it is. People are naturally bad. And we're not getting into any philosophical belief here, but people are naturally fucked up. And they're going to want to steal shit from you. And that's how all this crypto stuff is. You're not just going to be able to slide right in and get your crypto and slide right. No, you're going to have to go to war to keep that shit. How do you think that rich family has $700 billion from being nice to people? Oh, damn, Crypto Hulk, you're actually right. Yeah. They get it from being the worst possible human being and stealing and manipulating and tricking and robbing people like you and me. That's how you get a family worth $700 billion, not from being nice. Now, here's an example of what I'm saying. Because Crypto Hulk uses facts. When I make a statement, I use facts. Here's this article here. It's from the Bank of Ghana. Let's read the press release. Press release. Bank of Ghana partners with GISEC and Devrend to pilot digital currency in Ghana. What do we have here? Well, let me show you the Wikipedia page for who this is. And you'll say, oh, damn, Crypto Hulk, that's one of those big ass fucking families that run the world. And I'll be like, yeah, actually it is. And you'll be like, damn, Crypto Hulk, you're actually right. And I'll be like, gee, Tim, thanks for that comment. So here's GISEC and Devrend. It's a German company headquartered in Munich. And what do? They provide bank notes, like, money from fucking banks. They provide securities printing. Oh, shit. And smart cards and cash handling systems. Oh, this company's been around since 1852. Isn't that something? Now, if we look down below, what did they do in 2020, Crypto Hulk? Well, they sold Ripple Medico. See right there? Medico. They held it up until Ripple bought it. So what did I just show you? You've got an African country that's getting help from one of the top families in the world that control the banking system because that company G&D is telling Ghana to buy gold and to back their money with gold because they will have money made by G&D. It's going to help Ghana make their own money. Look, I'll repeat it. These big banking organizations, the cartels, they're not going away. You're high as fuck if you think this whole quantum system, nothing's going to change except the tech. That's it. The same people are going to be in power, but they'll be using quantum crypto technology. That's the difference. They're not going away. I'm giving you examples of this every fucking day. You don't have examples of quantum putting banks out of business. Banks are shutting different services down because they're switching over to a crypto system. Banks are making record profits. As far as I know, the JP Morgan is making 20, 30, 40 million bucks a year. Don't look like they're having a hard time at JP Morgan. Whatever banks want to say, oh, we're going to lose money in the housing, but dude, banks aren't going away. I'll just repeat that again. Don't believe the dumb shit people out there telling you this world's going to be a better place and we'll have decentralized. Dude, you are so fucked with this crypto, you have no idea. 5, 10 years down the road, everybody's a fucking slave. Here's your article here in 2023 where Ripple buys Medico from Gisek and Devrant. See that right here? 5 Dennis, 1, 2, 3. Let's see what Dennis has to say. Thanks for the donation. Tax free. Quantum financial systems, a fairy tale like JP Morgan, BlackRock are going to quit. I'm telling you. These fucking dummies out there. That's why I have a channel. And that's why I got all you guys watching my show and all these years I've been on because people know. I just show facts. I don't show opinions. Well, don't you see how I don't do this? Don't you see how this? Don't you see how that? No. I show, here's a fact. Click, look at that. Here's this next one. Click, look at that. See, that's what the fuck I do. I'm not seeing where any evidence or any QFS thing is going to fucking take over the bad. I'm not seeing that shit. That's a fairy tale. I hear about it from delusional people, but we're not seeing evidence. I go through the news every fucking day. I'm not trying to hide anything QFS. It's just not there. Otherwise, see, I believe facts. I believe in having more gold and silver than crypto. How about that? I have more faith in gold and silver in my hand than crypto in a wallet on a blockchain. Okay? Because these government people know how to hack into a gateway or an on-ramp and take my shit. They know how to hack into a computer where a wallet is and take my shit. With a quantum computer, they can do that. But they better show up with a bunch of guys with bulletproof vests and tear gas and guns if they want to take my gold. Because I'll be 6 feet under. It's not going to be pretty. Okay? They're going to take my shit and what? Give it to illegal aliens? Fuck that shit. I'd rather not even be on this fucking planet in that case, right? So if that's your goal, is try to take my shit, then I'm not going to be around. And then you could probably get it once I'm not breathing. Okay? But that's just how I am. Okay? I'm like that. There's zero fucks given. I have a certain way I think things need to get done, and that's how I'm going out. No one's taking my shit, which is gold and silver, or the rest of what I'm going to help the family that I'm in. No one's taking my shit. Because all they're going to do is the congressmen are going to use it to be rich. They're going to allow a bunch of illegal dumb shit people in my country who are going to use up all the money anyway. So I'd rather go down for being a patriot than go down for being a bitch, right? Giving it up. Okay. Let's see. Stu Lavelle gave 5 people memberships. Nils, I remember that name. Home E, love it. I shot you 317. Fem I175 and Daniel Bennett. Those 5 people got memberships. Welcome to this channel. All right, next. What we got here? So we're talking about the financial BRICS. We're talking about the BRICS system and Ghana and all that. I'm just going to show you a copy of Russia, who's a Ripple partner, and I'm not going to get into this. I've shown you this 10 million times. Just go to, if you're brand new, go to the 28-second mark. Now, this whole little video I made for 1 minute and 46 seconds, it's all about how Russia is a Ripple partner. I show you the Ripple customer list. If you want to look at the 24-second mark, you can see the Ripple Russia right there. Ripple RU. There's a wallet address. At like what I just showed you. Just go through this video. You'll see so much stuff. I want you to understand something. This cryptocurrency is not designed to make you rich. It's designed for the whole world to connect so that governments can control people with the money. That's what this is all about. It's not about you having decentralized finance. This is about enslaving you. Think about why would, like think of a logical explanation for this. Think about this. You're brand new. I'm showing you this evidence, how Ripple and Russia are partners. No other channel has. I'm taking you back 10 years. These are the Ripple partners. Ripple Trade Japan, Ripple Union, Ripple China, Ripple Russia, Ripple TO, SnapSwap, UTX, WeExchange, WidePass, World Dollar, which became what's called World Coin. We can go on and on. What I'm showing you is the secret customer list. These are a secret. The world's not supposed to know this shit. That's why I got it. Because I got a big fucking mouth, okay? And that's why I'm the most shadow banned crypto channel. I appreciate your membership and support. You want me to go out and go above and beyond? I'm shadow banned. I can't grow my channel only so big because I tell the truth. I do that because I feel you deserve to have the best information. I take a hit from that. It's called making it to where this channel has been under 35,000 for 4.5 years. Not fucking possible, okay? But I made a choice to do the right thing. I'd appreciate you doing that also. So I just wanted to show you, like, what are the odds of an American startup in San Francisco called Ripple working with China and Russia to set up the cryptocurrency? Tell me about that one. I can't even think of an excuse for that. The only logical thing I could think of is they're in control of all this. Their goal is to connect everybody together. What? To reach the unbanked? Are you fucking high? When do these rich people care about us? They don't. Why do they want to connect everybody? The poor disadvantaged. Really? These fuckers that care about that? That family that's worth $750 billion, do they give a fuck about you or me? No. What the fuck do they care about some Africans or some Mexicans living in these poor little villages who don't even have electricity? Well, who the fuck cares about them? Oh, these rich people. Oh, yeah. We gotta bank the unbanked. Isn't that Ripple's philosophy? We gotta bank the Why do you think that is? So they can enslave everybody. That's how this is all done. Surveillance. The ledger, you can surveil. Watch this. Everything everybody's doing. If they don't like you, boop, they push a button. Now you can't leave 5 miles of your home. They're not going to change the Constitution. These dumb shits are out there. Oh, they're never going to do that. They'd have to change the Constitution. My answer is no, they won't, dumb shit. Have you ever heard of programmable money? Oh, I thought not. Let me educate you on that. And then your ass ain't going more. But you can go farther than 5 miles from your house, but you won't be able to buy nothing. Does that make any fucking sense? Oh, you can still leave. Okay. How long can you go without buying food and water? Oh yeah, Crypto Hulk. You're actually right. And then when I said they're gonna hack your fucking crypto, oh no, they can't. It says right here, David Schwartz says the ledger is immutable. Okay, dumbass. My response to that is, but not the gateways. Aha. So now I can hack a gateway to get in to take your fucking crypto. It's the same thing like hacking the ledger, dumbass. I'll tell you, some of these people are so fucking stupid that try to make comments on my show. They think they know everything, but that's why they're watching my show, right? Man, Simple Minds. Wasn't that a rock group or something? Simple Minds. Stu Lavelle. Let's take a quick look at Ghana right here. See, we're still on this Ghana thing. Quick article right here. I'm not going over it. Ripple partners with Onafric, ONAFRIQ. We scroll to the very bottom. It shows a list of countries in Africa that are Ripple partners through Onafric, and that's Ghana right there. So now we got Ghana linked up with Ripple through Onafric, and Ghana is linked up with Gisek and Devrin, the family that makes all the monies of the world, and Ripple just got Medico from Gisek. And are you seeing the connections? These people are not going out of business. You're going to wake up, you're going to watch Crypto Hawk Show and wake up and be like, that is true. These big bank families, they're not going anywhere. They're helping Ripple get everything set up to turn you into a slave. Do you see this? They're not being pushed out. Ripple buys Medico from who? That rich family. Gisek and Devrin, that company that's been around for 172 years. What do? Make the world's money. They make banknotes and security notes. You know, when you have, something called a stock market, you have a stock certificate. They make those. You don't keep them. They hold them. These rich companies you buy all these stocks and shit from, they hold that, not you. Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, feels like I'm getting my ass kicked this morning with all these facts. Let's get into another country with gold, Poland. Poland just set a record, everybody, this year for buying gold. How much gold have you bought from Crypto Hulk? Huh? I'm just showing you articles, everybody. You don't have to believe you don't have to believe these articles. I'm just showing you what the rich are doing, what the banks are all buying gold. Now, what would happen is somehow they get this gold buying stuff. The banks they somehow separate things. And when the banks take a hit, your money is going to be what is going to be used to pay off their debts, not the gold and silver. I just thought I'd let you know. Okay. Stu Lavelle gave 10 people memberships. We got William Kivamaki, Samurai Saint, Ismir Mustafik, Billy Banks, Valentin Varga, Alejandro Hernandez, Rachel Martinez, Tripp, Matt Larson, Gerald Grant. 5 Dennis 123. That video proves no one's waiting for the quantum financial system. Look what I'm showing you right here. Preparing for the worst. Polish central bank becomes the biggest buyer of gold. Yeah. Do you think the central bank's going out of business? No. See, that's what I don't get with all these fucking stupid ass people. Like, I just show facts. These banks are buying gold. The only money, and they may lose all their money, but guess what? It's going to be your money. Okay, they're not losing theirs. That's why they're buying gold. They're going to get around this shit. The government will classify reserves as systemically important and cannot be used to pay off debts. I'm just letting you know in advance. And then later when all this shit goes down, they're like, fuck, Crypto Hulk, how'd you know all this stuff? That's why I have a channel. That's why you're watching this channel, okay? It's just I know how it's going to go down. These people are criminals. It's not that tough. It's not that I'm smart. I'm not. It's just these people are criminals. They're going to keep the gold. The government's going to protect them by saying that these banks' reserves are systemically important, but not the accounts. Oh, that's going to greenlight the government to allow lawsuits or losses because it's going to separate gold reserves with accounts. So when the banks go bankrupt, you're going to think, oh, I told you, quantum financial system, Crypto Hulk. No. All of your savings accounts and everything you have in the bank's going to be drained out. And then those debts will be considered by the government done, even if there's more money owed. Then the bank simply has a fuck ton of money in reserves. Maybe they start selling off. Then that gold gets repriced. And instead of 2,500 an ounce, gold goes to 15,000 an ounce. And guess what? The banks then get to sell off some of that gold to help make up for the losses that they had, even though they still owe people money, because all those debts will be canceled or forgiven out. And from here on out, we have a new monetary system. It's called cryptocurrency. Banks go ahead. See how all this works? You're going to be the one to get fucked, not the bank. So somehow all these quantum people are high as fuck. That's how I call this one, okay? The president of the National Bank of Poland, Adam Glapinski, recently revealed that the central bank would continue to buy gold and is aiming for the precious metal to make up 20% of the bank's reserves. The National Bank of Poland became the biggest gold buyer amongst central banks in the second quarter of 2024. Imagine that. Poland tied India, according to the World Gold Council. I'm not going to get into this article. I'm just here to show you again, what are these banks doing? They're buying gold. They're not loading up on crypto. Okay, that'll come later. Ripple's probably already giving them an allocation of maybe 1 million XRP or 10 million or whatever it is. So they already got their allocation. Now they're stocking up on gold, something that I'm doing and that you should be doing also. King L7, good stuff as always. Hope all is well. Appreciate your due diligence on obtaining information, connecting the dots. Anything worthwhile is not easy. Stay the course, everyone. Blessings to everyone. Yeah. So let's go to the next article. Visa. I want you to see what's going on with Visa. Visa is a massive Ripple partner. I want you to see what's going on right here. These rich companies, see, the problem with a lot of people on their channels, they have all these theories and shit, right? But the overwhelming evidence, if you look at what's going on in the world, these banks are getting ready for crypto. They're not running. They're getting ready to usher in rules and regulations because they'll be running the world. There won't be this open, free, decentralized ledger. This is things for people that don't read fundamental news. I go through fundamental news every day. I'm not seeing banks getting pushed out. I'm seeing banks pushing in, pushing us out. That's what I'm seeing. Here's Visa. Let me do a copy paste on this. Probably did it. Let's see a second time. Okay, there it is. Visa is going to spend a possible almost $1 billion, okay? And they're going to buy something called Featurespace. It's a fraud prevention firm. Sky News, I wonder if that's out of Australia. The payments giant is in advanced talks about a possible sale. One source, the deal could be worth, we don't know how much, but it could be worth 925 million. The report notes that FeatureSpace, whose clients include HSBC, one of the top 3 banks in the entire world. Actually, what HSBC is, along with Citibank and JP Morgan, they move all the money in the world. Their main job is to be liquidity providers with money. HSBC is a Ripple partner. Look at the next partner here, NatWest. One of the banks NatWest owns is the National Bank of Scotland, Royal Bank of Scotland. Then you got WorldPay. Here's your evidence right here, and then we'll look at the article real quick. But I want you to see what's going on right here. I'm going to send you 3 articles in a row, and then we'll discuss them. What I'm showing you is just the opposite of these quantum wackos. The banks are all getting in. They're not getting pushed out. These people are so wrong in what they believe. I'm showing you how all the banks and central banks and stuff in the world are getting into crypto, controlling it. And these whack jobs are telling you, oh no, we're going to kick all the banks out. And no. I'm just like, no, you're not. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're on that hopium. You're smoking that hopium. Here's WorldPay. WorldPay, I mean. And then the last one, you do a copy, then a paste. Okay, so we're reading this article here. Visa reportedly is going to spend like maybe $1 billion, right? And what it is, FeatureSpace does fraud prevention. And what we got is Visa. Let me show you 2 other articles. Visa spent over $1 billion on Ripple. So what Visa's doing is they came in and they bought up Ripple technology. Now remember, anybody can build on the Ripple platform, okay? It's the World Wide Web controls it. So anybody can build on it. So Visa doesn't need to go to Ripple. So what Visa did right here, I just gave you 2 examples, is they bought Ripple Currency Cloud for $925 million. This was done almost like 4 years ago. Then Ripple comes in 6 years ago, and there's a company called Earthport, and Visa buys it for $250 million. Now we're seeing Visa's ready to dump $1 billion into FeatureSpace. Then we saw the connections with HSBC, one of the world's biggest banks, NatWest, and WorldPay. All these are Ripple partners with these big banks. Are you seeing this? Ripple is not taking over banks. Ripple is something that, I'll just be simple with it. It really came from like Ryan Fugger. Let me just simplify all this. Ripple and Ryan Fugger's family comes from one of the richest people in the world too. Ripple is a technology that the world's richest people, the 5 families of the world that run shit, Ripple's technology with Ripple Labs and everything related Ripple is to have everybody in the world use this technology. So that's easier now for one person to supervise everything that's going on in the entire world. Imagine that. Like you can't go to, you could be in Zimbabwe, Africa, and they will literally have everybody using a debit card, if you're really super poor, or a phone to buy your goat, your wheat, your grain, everything. You won't be able to, then they got the satellites flying all around the world, right? And a lot of people are going to either microchipped, maybe in these poor countries. You put a microchip in their hands, and when you buy something, you swipe it over and all that. Okay, facial recognition. Now they got control. You're seeing all these articles, right? Everything I'm telling you is coming true. They're doing the microchips, and people are laughing about it. And then the grocery stores are doing facial recognition. You won't be able to do anything in the world without the computer systems knowing what you're doing. You want to get gas? Facial ID. It's all going to come down to your government and maybe a one world government 10, 15 years from now. But imagine a one world government coming in. This is where all this ends. It all starts right now. Everything's being put together right now. Okay? There's not going to be this peaceful, open, decentralized world. That's fucking not true. Like, if you know people, they're bad. And their goal is to enslave everybody. They're not trying to help people. They're not trying to help the unbanked. Ripple's trying to get everybody hooked up because that's the goal. Hook them all up. And then after that, now you got them, enslave them. And I just wanted to show you these articles here. Visa is part of it. FIS, WorldPay, HSBC. I showed you all these articles here. Visa's buying these Ripple partners for almost $2 billion and shit. That's where this goes. And my job is to show you. Now, because I said from day one, I started this channel telling you we're all going to be slaves. That's where this crypto ends up. Now, let me show you how to make money off this. Maybe we can get out and sell some shit before they take all the crypto from us. You know, maybe we buy land or buy gold and shit. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. My channel originally started with the premise that we're going to be enslaved by cryptocurrency technology. That's one. Number two, let me show you a way to make this money. And number three, I don't know how we're going to get out of it. That's where maybe once we moon, I start another channel and I get some of the world's best lawyers or whatever on the channel. And then we figure out how to take care of our millions and billions that some of you are going to have. That's basically how I started the channel. I don't have all these answers. I can discover a lot of shit, but then guess what? Now I've got 100 questions instead of 10. The more that I learn, I got 1,000 questions instead of 10. It just never ends. XR Peking Duck back again. Welcome to the 2024 crypto explosion. So there you go. That's how I'm looking at it. I mean, they're all coming in. The top banks, we're seeing, you got Visa now ready to drop another billion on crypto fraud stuff. And so they're not going anywhere. They're working on controlling everything in this market, legal, regulated, all of that. And Ripple is right there helping all these. Ripple's not going to take over Swift. Ripple's giving Swift technology to make Swift better. That's the show for today. That's my perspective on what I found. I'll see y'all in the next broadcast.